A great and marvelous show today. If you have any comment, please share it with me. But sit back, relax, and let's go into the show. It will be a blessing if I hear your voice in the show. God bless you.
Women of influence. The glory of the Lord shine on you. Arise, shine, for your light now has come. Women of influence, the glory of the Lord shine on you. Oh, the glory of the Lord shine on you.
Hello, hello, hello. One of Influence family, thank you so much for joining me today. We are in February, a new month, trusting God for great and mighty things, miracles, mind-blowing testimony on your side, and also even me. Trusting God for great and mighty things. So thank you so much for joining me today. Just relax because we are going to talk about relationship, which is very powerful because all of us need a good and a wonderful relationship. I think one of the blessings that God can bless the individual is a good relationship. So you know what to do to make this show touch the nations. You know what to do to make this show bless somebody today. So just do it and just relax. Call your friends, everybody. Let's gather and do this for the glory of God. But thank you so, so much for joining me today. We are in February. I don't know what you're expecting from God, but whatever you're expecting from God, I believe God with you, that may God meet you on the point of your need. So thank you, those of us who happen to have watching this show in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, wherever you are watching from. I'm so, so excited that you are joining me today. We're talking about relationship, and it's very fit to have my husband here with me to talk about the importance of relationship and how to keep your relationship going. So thank you once again. Let's go into the show and talk to this wonderful man of God. So, woman of influence, please help me to welcome my bishop, my pastor, my friend, my boyfriend, my husband. He's my everything. Just help me to welcome him. Welcome to the show,
Thank
man
you,
of
thank
God.
you, thank you, thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you so, so much for joining us today. We are very, very excited for you joining us. So we're just going to go straight into the show. We as a church, we are even talking about matters, of relationship this Friday. So if you are in ATL, join us. It's going to be a blessing. But what is relationship? When we talk about relationship, what is relationship?
Relationship, it's a very interesting. Everybody talks about it every time, but it looks like we don't understand it. First of all, let me state this, that relationship in the context of a Christian originated from God. All right, it's God who started relationships. It was God who looked at man and said, it is not good for man to be alone. And so God made an helpmate. That in itself right there lets us to understand that nobody is supposed to be a loner. Nobody is supposed to be an island. We are all supposed to be connected. And so relationship basically has to do with the connection that exists between two or more people. So when we are talking about relationship, it can be by blood, it can be by marriage, it can be through church, it can be through, work, so you have an employee and employer relationship. We have sibling relationship. We have marriage relationship. We all manner of relationship. But the basic point here is this, is the connection that exists between two or more people.
Wow. This is so good. Thank you so much if you are joining me. We are talking about relationship, and it's very important because I said earlier, I think it's one of the best gifts God can give to you. There are some people when they come into your life change. There are some people when they come to your life become disorganized. So this point of relationship is very important. That's why you want to invite that girlfriend of yours to watch us. So, Bishop, if this relationship is very important, then does everybody need a relationship?
Of course. Like I said, it was God who said that it's not good for man to live alone. And that word man means a human being. It's not good for a human being to be alone. Even here in America, sweetie, we've seen that people who are usually loners are seen as awkward. They are seen as, strange. It's seen like something is wrong with you. So once you are alone and walking alone, you don't talk to nobody, you are isolated, everybody becomes suspicious of you. A mother, a family members are thinking, oh, why is this brother or sister, behaving this way, stay home alone, walk alone, eat alone, do everything. We are not made to be alone. We are made to be connected. That's why relationship is important. You need a friend. I need a friend. You need a family. I need a family. Okay? Everybody needs somebody. And that's what relationship is all about. And in this season where we are in the week that is leading into Valentine's Day, this is the time where all commercials and advertisement and everybody's talking about all these things. That's where when you don't have a friend or a significant other, you're going to feel lonely. Because now they're going to be talking about a particular kind of relationship.
Yes.
We're going to be people are going to be talking and celebrating their romantic friendship, their romantic relationship, and all of that. That's one segment of relationship. But relationship is connecting with other people. Connecting with other people. You have to connect with people on the job. You have to connect with people in the same field or industry that you are in. That's why people join associations. People join clubs. People join groups. Even on social media, there are different kinds of groupings that you join. If they are projecting what their ideals and the things that you believe in, you connect with them. So relationship is key. Don't be an island. Don't just sit down there and just be yourself. No. You have to connect with other people. So relationship is crucial and is very important.
Wow. So what makes a good relationship? If this relationship is very crucial for us, because there are some people that have related to them that have changed my life. You understand? So I know it's very crucial. So what make a good relationship?
There are things that make relationship work. The Bible said that he that wants a friend must himself be friendly.
Yeah.
All right? So if I want a relationship, then I must be relatable. I must be relatable. People should be able to easily connect with me, and I must also be able to easily connect with other people. So for a relationship to work, there are some key ingredients that are necessary. Number one, okay, you have to be approachable. All right? If you are out there and people say hi to you and you ignore them, you're not going to be relating with nobody. If you're that kind of person where everybody else is wrong and you are the only person who is right, you are going to have problem connecting with others. So there are many factors that makes relationship work. And one of them is that you have to be approachable. You have to be approachable. People should be able to easily come to you, inquire about your name, because there are things people see. For instance, when it comes to romantic relationship, in order for somebody to strike, and this weekend I'm going to be dealing with some critical, important things. For instance, when you have friendship and the friendship evolves to the next level and it becomes romantic, sometimes those kind of relationships are more healthier and stronger when it gets into marriage.
Yeah.
Than to just meet somebody and the first thing that comes into your mind is their physical looks before you now get in there to try to build friendship and all of that. In other words, you are putting the cart before the horse. And that can lead into many problems down the future if you are not matured and you don't know how to calibrate the entire thing. But then you have to be approachable. And number two, communication is critical if relationship is to work.
Wow.
Communication.
Okay.
Communication. There are many people who are fortunate, they are approachable, they are able to see people they like, or they have the same likings for, and they have the same, principles and values, and then they connect. But after they connect, they have issues because they don't know how to communicate.
Wow.
Communication is critical if a relationship is going to be healthy, if a relationship is going to last, if a relationship is going to work. And what is communication? Communication is being able to successfully transmit your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings to the other person. And the other person understands you and you get the right feedback. That's communication. You talk what you are feeling, what you are thinking, and what you want the other person to know, and the other person receives it the way you intended to communicate it, and you get the required or needed feedback or response. Somebody say, well, I keep talking to you and you don't understand me, you don't listen to me. No, maybe you did not communicate it well.
Wow.
You said something, they heard something else.
Yeah.
And these things can create conflict. And that is why in communication, until you have been able to be understood the way you intended to be understood, you have not communicated effectively. So effective communication makes relationship work. Whether it is just a platonic friendship, whether it is an employee-employer relationship, pastor-congregation relationship, landlord-tenant relationship, just common mere friends relationship, parent and children relationship, communication is key.
Okay.
Communication is key, So those are just one. I have a lot of points. I don't know.
No, give us more points because, communication is very important. The last time I was talking to a friend and I told her, because there's a book that I read that says that most of us, we listen, we don't listen, but we listen to respond.
Yeah.
You understand? So when you are talking to me, all that I want to do is how to respond to you.
Yeah.
But I'm not listening to understand. So we don't listen to understand, but we listen to respond. So your husband is talking to you, and all that you are thinking is, okay, how can I respond to him? But if you listen to understand, then even the response that will come later will be better than just listening, you understand, to respond to the person just talking.
Yeah.
So those points are very important. So please give us more points because we need that.
So like I said, number one, you have to be approachable. There are some people, their facial expression, their body language. Remember, we also communicate with our body. There's a non-verbal communication and there's a verbal communication. A non-verbal communication is your facial demeanor, facial expression, body language. Sometimes somebody is sitting down there and they fold their arm like this.
Yeah.
I don't want to be bothered. I'm ready to fight. Don't come near me. And that kind of stuff. Everybody's going to avoid you.
Okay.
And especially those of us, and the singles, on this Friday, I'm going to be talking to you and give you reasons why you may not be, you are still single. Reasons why you are still not. Some people, it's just a simple, nasty attitude. Is what is keeping you single and you're not married. There may be spiritual implications and demonic implications. However, most of them, I believe that about 90% of the reason why we are not married could be personal or physical. All right? So I must be approachable. And number two, I must be a good communicator. I must be a good communicator. Because when you meet people, they are coming from different backgrounds.
Yeah.
How they were raised is not the same way you were raised. You may come from the same community, you may come from the same neighborhood, but you are not from the same home. And how these persons, what they see, how they talk, how they behave, and the way you were raised, how you were taught, and how you were raised are two different things.
Yeah.
And these are the people you are going to connect with. So you have to find a way to the meeting of the mind, and it comes through communication, effective communication. So I seek to understand you, you seek to understand me, in order for us to be able to gel. If that is not there, the gelling won't come.
Wow.
So, and then the next thing, the third one, is you have to be honest.
Okay.
When a relationship is built on lies and pretense, and later on, these lies and pretenses are found out, it creates a problem.
Wow.
It means that, and even in some states, all right, a marriage can be annulled when it was, the marriage was contracted on falsehood and lies.
Yeah.
I remember I had to deal with a situation some time ago where when these gentlemen finally got married to a lady, find out that most of the things that the lady told him was a lie, including even her age was a lie. And based on that, the guy was so furious and was like, okay, if you lie about this, what else are you hiding from me?
That's it.
What is the guarantee that 30 days from now or 6 months from now, you will not bring me a baby and say that, well, this is your baby, and all of that. So there must be honesty, honesty, honest communication, honest, and honesty has to do with expressing yourself frankly and freely in a relationship. Talking about things that you like, things you don't like, things that you disapprove, and the things that you approve. There are too many people in relationship who are not happy about things that just expressing themselves that, oh, this and this is happening and I'm not happy about it. It doesn't mean that the relationship is going to end. But at least if the one you are communicating, we get to know that this thing I do, how I behave, how I treat this person, the person is not happy about it. They will adjust, they will adapt, they will change their ways. But if you keep going there and then you keep receiving the same thing and you are not happy about it, and then one day you get up, oh, I don't want us to be friends no more. I don't want to be married to you no more. I don't want to be engaged to you no more. And the person is shocked. What happened?
Yeah.
Because you were not honest about your feelings. You were not honest about, your motive and your intent and your intentions. All right? And this honesty also, sometimes people can pretend. Like somebody pretending that I'm romantically in love with you and I want to marry you. And the other person believes it and is invested in it. And yet you are just playing this person. You want to just use this person to get what you want to get. And then after you get what you want to get, you dump the person. You are not building a healthy relationship, and you can end up ruining and destroying somebody's life. So there have to be honesty.
Wow. Oh, yes. We are in February talking about love. Love cannot grow. Love cannot be the best. Love cannot be, feeling and so much in love if there is no trust. If there is no trust. So those of you who are trusting God to meet your Boaz or to meet your Esther this year, I am praying for you. But as a woman of influence or a man of influence, I'm telling you, you better enter into this relationship. Every relationship that you enter in first, there must be a God factor. God have to be the foundation. That if there is no God factor, if the person doesn't fear God, you don't fear God, forget about it. It's not going to work. So first, God factor. Second, trust. So if you enter in with lies, pretending you are not who you are and all those things, I'm telling you, how can you pretend? You cannot pretend the rest of your life. By all means, one day the person will get to know. And that will create mistrust. So please let them know who you are. Let them know when I sleep, I snore. Let them know I don't have money in my account.
That part I'm not sure yet.
No, let them know everything. Oh yes, let them know.
No,
Hey,
no, no.
I don't have money.
We have to state this because there are stages of diverging informations.
Yes.
There are some that when you do it too soon and too quickly, even though this could be the potential person, you could lose the person.
Yes.
So there are stages.
Yes, but
Yes.
not. I'm talking about. This is the person that you know that
You don't go on the first date and tell the person everything.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, how can you say you are engaged to somebody? You understand? Then you are
once we
lying.
get to the engagement part, then that one
you are
we have to
almost
bring
there.
we have to bring some information because that one we've gone that far.
Okay.
And my qualities at that time that you have seen and are portrayed and displayed to you will outweigh any other thing that I'll tell you that is coming from my past.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Because I also know that sometimes some people can't process some information. So you have to be very smart and you have to be very wise in giving out certain information. Because somebody, you give them information, they say, oh no, because of this information, I don't want to marry you.
So you just have to be wise. But all that I was trying to say is stop lying. Don't go into that relationship with a lie. Because you cannot pretend the rest of your life, and lies will always come up. And guess what? Once you say one lie, you have to create another one to cover the first one. So don't start with it at all. Don't start with it at all. So that's very, very important. So what are some of the important things about relationship? What are some of the important things about
There are a lot of benefits. I didn't finish with what makes relationship work.
So can you add more?
Let me add more. Then we'll come to look at the benefits and the importance of relationship. Because I'm telling you, God did not create us to be alone. The truth here is this, all right? It might not necessarily be a romantic relationship, but we all have to have relationship. Family relationship, parents relationship, sibling relationship, friendship with platonic friendship with, a sister or a brother in church, at work, and all of that. All those things are very healthy. So we've said that for a relationship to be healthy and for it to work, you have to be approachable, there have to be communication, and there have to be honesty. Then, number 4, there have to be respect. There must be, you have to be respectful. There are too many people who are in relationship where there's no respect there. Do they value your time? Do they value your input? Because if I come to visit you or I make myself available and you don't respect me, you will take my time for granted.
Yeah.
There have to be respect. How I treat you, how I talk to you, how I address you, and all of that. Is there respect? Many find themselves in an abusive relationship because, number 1, they themselves don't respect themselves. And because they don't respect themselves, the way they portray themselves, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. How you portray yourself to people will determine how people will respond to you. If you see yourself valuable, if you see yourself respectful, you will earn the respect of the friends that you make. But if you don't, if a relationship is going to be healthy, if a relationship is going to work, there have to be a mutual respect.
Yes.
I need to respect my wife have to respect me. I need to respect my girlfriend. I need to respect my boyfriend. I need to respect my pastor. My pastor have to respect me. I need to respect my parents. My parents have to respect me. There ought to be a mutual respect in order for a relationship to work.
I love this. I was listening to Taffy last week, and she made a very beautiful statement. Of course, Sunday was their 37th church anniversary, and the husband's birthday. It was wonderful. But she said something. I saw, and she said it with a picture, okay, that it was kind of either they went to a rally or something like that with her husband. And she was saying that they don't agree with everything. Sometimes they don't have each other point of view, but they respect each other so much that it covers the point of view. So my husband is saying something, my friend is saying something, I don't agree. And I mean, that is your point, I also have my point. But because of respect, it covers me respecting your point and you also respecting my point. So there won't be any misunderstanding or argument or, oh, okay, that is what you think, your point, then just stay there. You understand? But I respect your point. But I don't have to agree with what you are saying. But because of respect for each other, and I think that if our relationship is going to be that super, then that respect have to be there. You understand? Because there is no way you will marry a man or whether 1 year, 2 years, or even your normal friends. No, let's talk not about but even your normal friends. There's no way everything that you will say
you agree on.
They will agree on.
I mean, that's why everybody is unique.
Yes.
You are entitled to your opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. So it's called agreeing to disagree.
To disagree.
And agreeing to agree. So you are entitled to a point. And that is where, when I respect you, okay, I don't see it from your perspective, but I respect your opinion. And you are entitled to that. And then again, also, sometimes, and this is where when it comes to the context of marriage, we even advise that, of course, somebody have to be the head. And so in the cases where a husband and wife can see eye to eye, and since the husband is the head, respectfully and from the spirit of love, the wife yield to the husband's opinion. Let your opinion or let your decision carry the day. And sometimes a wise husband, when he goes and then it doesn't work, will be smart enough to come back and apologize. Oh, you know what? I think what you were thinking was the best one, and I wish I've listened to that. And we learn from that. It's all part of our growth and our maturity. And it helps to bond and solidify the relationship. And the relationship become healthy because we learn from our mistakes as we grow. And it helps the maturity and the growth of the relationship. And it actually increases the bond between the friendship.
So, Sweetie, what you are saying, don't you think sometimes immaturity kills
a
lot of good relationships? Because relationship can be very good. But if you are not matured enough to handle this, and yesterday when I was posting our flyer, I said that relationship end too soon because people stop putting the same effort to keep you as they did to win you. So, they see you, they love you, they're doing everything, but they don't know that they have to do the same thing they did to win you to be able to sustain their relationship. So what happens if somebody is immature? Because I think immaturity kills a lot of good relationships.
It's like giving a very beautiful Bentley car to an 8-year-old to drive.
Oh my God.
That's how immaturity is. So, and you can have a beautiful thing, and only God knows how many people would have been married and stayed married today if they have mastered how to deal with their own personal emotions and feelings. The book of Proverbs says that the fool says everything in his heart.
Wow.
It's not everything you feel you talk about. It's not that when you are enraged and you are angry and you spill everything out, you destroy things because you end up saying things that shouldn't be said. And that is a sign of immaturity. So, sweetie, to answer that, it's a lot of good relationship has been destroyed, ruined, and ended too soon because of lack of maturity. Lack of maturity is the lack of application of wisdom, understanding, and knowledge.
Wow.
You see, I tell people, when you build a relationship with someone, learn the person, study the person, and study the person to know what they like and what they don't like. Avoid what they don't like and do the things they like. Everybody will always want to gravitate towards people who do the things they like.
Wow.
Everybody wants to hang around people who respect them, who cherish them, who are always making them feel good. If you make your friends feel good, they'll always want to talk to you. But if they talk to you and they get depressed, they come and you are putting them down, insulting them. You are always criticizing them. You never see anything good in them. Sometimes be intentional to focus on the qualities of your friends.
Yeah.
The obvious wrong and weaknesses will be there, but ignore it. When you keep telling them about the good stuff, and one day, out of many days, you say, oh, sister, I think this part of your clothes, there's something wrong with it. They will gladly, appreciatively receive it. But if you keep always, picking the negativity, and sometimes even when it comes to how we deal with our children, we never praise them for the good things they do. They get good grades, they do house chores, they clean their room, they do all those things. You never reward them, you never appreciate them, but the day they leave the plate on the sink without washing it, all hell breaks out. And you never get it right. You are like this, you are that, you are that. So they never have this self-confidence that our parents even like us or believe in us. If the relationship is always, you are nagging in a relationship, you are always complaining, you are always speaking about negativity, that's how you end up ruining and destroying a beautiful relationship that may be ordained by God. And all of those things are the signs of immaturity.
Wow. So if you are joining us, thank you so much for joining us. We are talking about relationship. I think it's one of the God's best gift to us. But then you have to know what to do to handle people very well, how to, you yourself, handle yourself to be able to attract people. If you're always finding your face, you are always, how can people even approach you? You understand? So you also have to know how to carry yourself to be able to attract people. But and let me tell you this, nobody is an island. If you think you can live your life without people, then you are not going anywhere.
Yeah.
You are not going anywhere. Please don't even think of making an impact in this world, because everything that you need is in somebody's hand.
Yeah.
Every place that you need to be, somebody has been there before.
Yeah.
Everything you want to do, somebody have done it before. Just humble yourself and relate to the person. What you don't want to do is when God exposes you to good people, you make jealousy and envy enter into your heart and you lose the opportunity. But I'm telling you, God will expose you to very, very, very good people. You know, last year when I did the Unstoppable Women's Conference, there are some women of God that I wasn't in any relationship with them. I see them on social media. I invited them, and each one of them, as busy as they are, they came to the program. So you know what I said to myself? That when they are doing something, I don't even have to call them to tell them, hey, I'm coming. I will just go and sit down and support them. You understand? Because they came and support me. But guess what? Those are good doors God have opened to me. I have to learn how to maintain that door.
Yeah.
I have to learn how to handle myself with all these doors that God have opened, to me. This year, I can have 100 guests. Guess what? Because they are lining up coming to the show. But relationships are very important, but you are the main one. Learn how, when God bless you with a good door, how to manage it. That one, God doesn't manage it for you. You have to learn. And that's when maturity, comes in. So, sweetie, that is a very, very good point. Do you have more points before we go to the next one?
Yes. And let me state this in that when God gives you a relationship, it's your responsibility to maintain it.
That's it.
He won't maintain it for you. You need to acquire wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to be able to maintain this. Now, again, to move further with what makes a good relationship work or make a relationship work, a healthy one, is trust. And you mentioned it earlier on. There has to be trust. honesty and trust go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Can I be trusted? Give me reasons to trust you.
Wow.
And trust is built through communication and the checking of character. Don't tell me it is 10. And when I look at it, it is 8. Don't tell me you will show up on Wednesday and Wednesday you don't show up.
Yeah.
And then Saturday when I'm not expecting you, you just pop up and you even acted like we did
Nothing
not
has
agree
happened.
that we're going to meet. When you begin to give promises or say things that cannot be verified, that cannot be cross-checked, or when we cross-check, it doesn't check, then right there, we begin to look at you suspiciously. And you do not want to be in a relationship and there's no trust. Friendship must be built on trust.
Yeah.
Marriage must be built on trust. So the reason why a lot of relationship goes through turbulence is because there's no trust. And the Bible talks about there is a friend that sticks closer than a brother.
Yes. Yes.
And usually we refer that scripture to Christ, but I think indeed and in real life, you should be able to build a kind of friendship like that. And when we come to the benefit of friendship or relationship, you see, whether I don't care who you are, even Jesus, study about Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus needed an upper room. He had relationship where he sent his disciples, go to that house, tell that man that the master has need of that room. He needed a donkey. Go out there. When you go there, tell the people. Once they heard the master, the Lord, that means that the man knows that, hey, okay, that Lord is Jesus. Relationship. There are benefits that comes with relationship. I am a product of relationship. If it hadn't been relationship, good people in my life, you need someone to, write a letter of commendation. You need someone to put in a word for you. Somebody you need, somebody already knows him. And if you can connect, that's when networking comes in.
Yeah.
That's when networking comes in. And the example she gave of having that conference and people come here, there was a networking.
Yeah.
People exchanged numbers. People met people for the first time. Oh, is that you? I didn't know it was you. And then relationships are built. It is critical. So there must be trust.
Yeah.
And then also, you have to be a good listener. Communication, and for a communication to be effective, there have to be a good listener. You see, the good listener is the one who wants to say, I'm not just listening to your words, but I see you. I feel your heart. I feel your emotions. I hear and feel your joy. If you are expressing joy, I feel the joy. If you are in pain, I feel your pain. That is how we build and develop empathy and sympathy towards people. If you are not a good listener, you are dismissive. When I'm talking, you are dismissing what I'm saying. And then you want to tell me what you think I need to hear.
Yeah.
And so at the end of the day, we finish and there's miscommunication and somebody get hurt. Oh, I went to try to express myself to her. I went to express myself to him and he didn't hear me. And instead, because you didn't hear me, you did not help me and you did not say the things that would have helped me to relieve me of whatever I was going through or encourage me, but rather I got hurt because you dismissed me.
Wow.
Good listeners hear you out. They see you. And they are able to bond and identify. And what you are saying, they identify with it. So they are able to sympathize with you. They are able to empathize with you. And they give you good counsel. Or they are able to motivate and encourage you. If it is discouragement in your heart, they hear you out and they pull you from your despondency and tell you that, listen, you can be well. You can get over this. You will get over this. And they can give you their personal experiences because they are good listeners.
Wow.
All right. So for a relationship to be healthy and to be good, you have to be a good listener. Not just, if I want to be listening to, then I also have to learn to listen.
Yeah.
Okay. And then there must be a show of love. Because I love you, I will listen to you. Because I love you, I will be honest to you. Because I love you, I will be there for you. See, there have to be a show of love. And on Sunday, maybe, or either on Friday or on Sunday, we'll look at the types of love that make marriage, especially a marriage relationship, to work.
Wow.
It's not just one. In the English word, in the Bible, the word love is used. But when you go to the Greek, there are about 5 to 6, 7 different kinds of love that must be involved in a marriage relationship in order for the marriage to work and to succeed. Some people, they went into marriage with only eros, the romantic love, the sexual appeal, okay? But that is not enough. After sex is over, then what?
Yeah.
Then what? And by the way, if all you did, you marry somebody because of their six-pack, or you marry somebody because of their boobs, you marry somebody because of their hip, my friend, you are in serious and big trouble. That is not enough to build a relationship on physical features. God forbid. What if the person loses it?
That's it.
What if the person loses it? Then the love is over? That's why people get to a point and they say, okay, I married your breast. Since your breast is now saggy, I'm going to look for a firmer one.
Oh my God.
They want to jump out of it. I married your back. And since it was fake and it has deflated, I'm going to look for something else. You see, there have to be love. And you are loving me not just because of my features. I love you because I truly love you. I love you because I love you. I want to talk to you, and I want to be honest with you. I want to trust you, and I want to be approachable to you.
Wow.
All right?
So somebody will ask, you have some of people that, they relate to you, but I saw something that really, to me, I'm like, this is very true. And this is the statement. It says that those who want you to win will help you to win.
Yeah, that's true.
And when I saw that statement, I thought about it, and I'm like, yes, this is very, very true. There is nobody who wants you to win and will not be there to help you to win. But those who pretend they want you to win will never be there when you need them. Yeah. There are some friends, they will never be there till they want something. Yeah. Your birthday, they will pretend they forget it. They won't call you. But when they need something, then they remember, oh, George will be the one to give me. Yeah. Those relationships are fake. Those are fake. Relationship of convenience. Those are it's called relationship of convenience, all right? And unfortunately, it's like a lady who is in a relationship with a guy. When he wants to have sex, he calls you, he sleeps with you, and dumps you. People do the same way in different ways. Somebody knows that you are well-to-do financially. They don't call you. They don't talk to you. They don't think about you. And every time they call you, they are in need, and they are in need of money. That's not friendship. That's not. That's not a good relationship. That is a leech. That is a parasite. That is somebody who is sucking your blood. They're not giving you nothing, but they are taking from you. Relationship have to be mutual. And it has to be of a mutual benefit to both sides. I'm benefiting from it. You are benefiting from it. That's it. Our benefits may be different. Yes. It could be the same. But then there is a reason why God put us together. There is a reason why I'm attracted to you. It could be that sometimes, yes, you may be well-to-do financially, but I also have some kind of wisdom
I also have some kind of thing that I can be able to do for you that money can do for you.
Yes.
So as I scratch your back, you scratch my back. You know, I'm happy, you are happy. That's what makes relationship work. It's beautiful.
Yeah, that is good. Can we touch on the important things in relationship? Can we touch on that?
Some of the benefits, if I want to put it, of relationship here is this. The Bible says in the book of Ecclesiastes that two is better than one. For if one falls,
Yes.
the other is able to help him to get back. It's a clear statement of the benefit of relationship.
Yeah.
I'm there for you, you are there for me. The Bible has given us a lot of examples of relationship where at midnight, and that in itself is just prophetic, and it's an allegory that is trying to express that in a moment when nobody is there, do you have one person? One person.
Yeah.
When we talk about destiny helpers, there are relationships, there are destiny helpers all around us, but sometimes we don't identify them and we don't see it.
Yeah.
Who is that one person that in your critical moment of need, you know and you are guaranteed, if I knock at their door, they will open it for me and to me.
No matter how late.
It doesn't matter how late, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., I can knock at their door. That's who you call a friend. And it's a privilege to have such a type of person. Someone where when they have two shirts and they see you without a shirt, they will take one and give it to you. Someone where they have one loaf of bread and you have none, they'll be willing to break half of the loaf of bread and give it to you and said, I would rather want us to share it than me alone eat and still starve to death. These are some of the benefits.
Yes.
And you have to cultivate such relationships.
Yeah.
You have to cultivate such relationship in your lifetime. Don't just seek it, but be it to others.
That's it.
When I'm that to someone, they reciprocate. And they also become that to me. And there are sometimes you do it for someone and God will open a door and make somebody else to do it for you. These things are the game changers of life. When you walk in life with that self-entitlement, like everybody owes you, but you are not willing to help nobody, then there is a problem.
Oh, yeah.
That's how a lot of people walk out of relationship and they complain. Usually those who complain and whine a lot are the ones who are the problems.
That's it.
They are only taking, they never give. Like Pastor Victoria said, people's birthday, you never celebrate their birthday. You will not comment about it. You will not post anything about it. You will not remember to gift them. And yet, when it is your birthday, you want the whole world to celebrate you. You see, do unto others what you want others to do unto you.
That's so true.
It's the golden rule. It's the golden rule of life.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to benefit from our relationship, then anything I'm expecting from the relationship, I must be in the relationship.
Wow. That's good. And, you know, this, I always say to my single ladies, most of us, we go around, you know, I want God to bless me with a good person. I want God to bless me with a good man. You be good. Okay, you be good. Because guess what? Good attracts good.
Yeah.
Because you are fake, because you are, you know, those things. That's why everybody you attract is also fake. And they try to do that. But if you are very good and your heart is good, even when fake people come into your life, God will find a way to push them out. So you be good, okay? When you are good to yourself, as a wife, when you are good, as a mother, when you are good, as a sister, whoever, just be good. And guess what? Good will come to you. You attract what is very good. And this thing is one of my policy. I don't build puppet relationship. You understand? Most of my friends that I can really call them, they've even never preached for me. I don't build, because the work that we do, and people see what you do, they think they can come close to you so that when you are doing something, you invite them. No. I don't build puppet relationship. I want to build a relationship that is outside what I do. If I'm doing something and I think your gifting, everything will fit into it, fine. But it's not just because I come and preach for you or you preach for me, that alone we are friends. It have to go beyond that. It have to really go beyond that. So it's very, very important we take care of our relationship. It's very good. And what you want people to do for you, always be willing to do it for people. I think that is very important. Bishop, I think you have to come back with this point because you have a lot of points. You have a lot of points. But today's show, what do you want to tell somebody to take out with them?
Relationship is everything. And please understand this. You are not created to be alone. It's God who said it. It's God who said it. God made you. God created you. You are a relational being. We are all relational beings. Everybody needs somebody. You need me, I need you. You need your family. Those of you who have dysfunctional families and difficulties in your relationship, pray for your family.
Yeah.
Family is family. There's a saying that blood is thicker than water. Hey, they may be dysfunctional, but I'm telling you, they are the only people who can show you a kind of love that nobody else can show you. Okay? So you need your family, you need your husband, you need your co-workers on the job. Today I was reading the book of Proverbs. The Bible talks about the importance about having a good relationship with your neighbor than having a friend who is far from you.
Yeah.
Because in a time of emergency, your good relationship with your neighbor will save you.
That's it.
By the time your brother or your friend will come from thousands of miles to get to you, you probably would have been dead. Your house will be burnt to ashes. But if you have a good neighbor who sees, God forbid, somebody trying to break into your house, they will call 911 for you.
Yeah.
Your colleagues on the job, don't be out there being mean, fighting everybody, bearing grudge against everybody. One of the things I didn't get to mention, maybe when I'm given the privilege to come back again, is forgiveness. Please. Where human beings are, there's bound to be offenses. But forgiveness is the key to healthy living. None of us are flawless. None of us are faultless. But keeping the principle of always forgiving and not bearing grudge, not holding on to things, is the easiest and the freest way to live a healthy life and to enjoy your relationship, including your marriage.
Wow. Oh, that's a very, very, very good show. Thank you once again for joining us. I pray it's a blessing to you. Please take some of the point and work it out. Work it. Be the best. Be the best that you can as God have created you so that everybody that comes your way, I believe that good will always overcome evil. So even if you meet an evil person, your good will shine. So just go out and be the best man and woman of influence God has called you. And we have wonderful shows lining up this February. So you don't want to miss any one of them. But once again, thank you so much for joining me. And God bless you. And just go out there and influence your world very powerfully. God bless you. See you next.
Thank you for taking time out to join us today. We pray that today's discussion will encourage and help you moving forward as a man or woman of influence. We look forward to seeing you next week as we explore another topic of interest. The preceding program is sponsored by the partners and friends of Women of Influence and GraceplaceTV. For more information on the Women of Influence show, please visit our website at www.womenofinf.com or follow us on our various social media platforms. You can watch our past episodes on our Women of Influence YouTube channel. Please be sure to like and subscribe. If you have a question, comment, inquiry, or testimony, we would like to hear from you. Feel free to email us. This show will not be possible without the support of viewers like you. If you would like to partner with us or donate to the Women of Influence show, you may do so by any of the provided mediums. Thank you.
Women of influence. The glory